Yay! All right, let me just fix this a little bit. Good afternoon. Maybe it's good morning for some of you. Maybe not. Okay, thanks for hopping on with me in the afternoon. So I totally did not plan my schedule well for all of this. And I just had some things going on this morning that I had to take care of, and I didn't want to rush this, and so I thought I would just push it off till this afternoon. So hopefully this means that some of you who don't normally get to get on are on today. So yay, see? Okay, so I am Kara Lewis Newton. I'm an exclusive Black status presenter with Unique. I'm the team leader of Team Flourish. So if you're on here from Team Flourish, can I get some hashtags? These are my team trainings, but I open them up to the entire company. If you want to share this, you can swipe and you can push share on Facebook or share with your followers or on Twitter, wherever you want to do that. And the hearts, of course, that just means that you like me or, you know, whatever. All right, let's get started. So yesterday we started a 3-part series called Party Chit Chat. The very first session yesterday was on grabbing their attention. So the thing that I wanted you to focus on was making them stop and making them smile. Okay, we're on Facebook to escape, so you want to make them stop, and we're on Facebook to be entertained, so you want to make them smile. Okay, you're going to bear with me. Morning or afternoon is not my time of the day. Okay, morning is my time of the day. So I'm going to try really hard to bring you the same level of training that I would bring you in the morning. All right, so we talked about what you needed in a video to make them stop and make them smile, and what you did not need in a video to make that happen. So hopefully you all were able to watch that and it made sense, everything that I was talking about as far as catching their attention immediately, okay? Now, let's talk about keeping their attention. I bet this is one of the number one things that I get asked about on my team from the girls that I sponsor. They'll have a great launch party, or they'll be hosting another, or they'll be doing a party for someone that's hosting for them, and they'll say, nobody's watching, nobody's interacting. It's crickets. I'm not getting any interaction. And so I've come to think that people think that in my parties, because I told you that's where the majority of my sales come from, are my online parties, that my parties are like, some crazy event where everybody's commenting and everybody wants color matched and people are posting selfies and people are joining my team, and it's just this big, just exciting thing that's happening. It's not, I promise. Okay. If you entered one of my parties, you'd probably look at it and go, sure. There's not a lot happening in here. This is quiet, and that's okay, because I've learned to embrace that, and I've learned why that is, and I've learned to use it to my advantage. Okay, so let's talk about that. Parties. People don't even like the word parties. Okay, party means interacting. Party means I have to go somewhere, show up, and do something. All right, not everyone wants to do that. Okay, and if you are in the mode of escape, I need to escape my life, I need to just zone out, okay? You are not wanting to go to a party, okay? Even on Facebook. So keep that in mind. That is the American culture, okay? We are very busy. We have a lot going on. When we are in a place or in a state of mind where we want to escape and zone out, we are not wanting to interact. That's the truth, whether it's face-to-face or on Facebook, okay? We put up fences in our yards. When we get home from work, we come in, we shut the garage door, and when dusk hits, our blinds go down, okay? We are not a culture where we just naturally, after busyness and craziness of the day, want to interact with people. That's just how it is. The entire idea of Facebook itself is to kind of keep us from having to interact, right? It's putting up a distance between us and people. We can just view what they're doing, view what's going on, see what's happening in their life, but I don't actually have to talk to you about it. That is the truth, okay? That really is Americans on Facebook. Now, I can't speak to the other cultures because I know Americans can be a little different than other cultures, but that is what I know about Americans. Okay? Facebook is low risk and low commitment. That's the truth. Low risk, low commitment. All right? So, let's talk about the number one way to just lose your viewers, okay? Number one way, graphics. If you've been following me at all, you know that I hate graphics. I hate them. A graphic is anything that is not a picture of you, preferably, or a picture of somebody that you know. So it's a picture of a product, it's a meme, it's the panda bear with no circles under her eyes, it's Kermit the Frog with no eyelashes, okay? It's all those little things. Those are all graphics. Those are all things that our eyes, whether you see it as a graphic or not, the viewer, our eyes are trained to skip over anything that does not have a picture of a person in it. That's just how it goes, okay? Now, so that's the number one way. And you guys know that, hopefully, if you've been following me long, if you know that's how I feel. The second way to lose your viewers, second way, is you force engagement with them. And so what are the ways that we force engagement so often in direct sales parties? You ask for comments, you ask for likes, you ask for some type of interaction, okay? You play games, you do giveaways, okay? All of those things are requiring something of the viewer. It's requiring them to interact and participate in some way, okay? What you have to remember is that is not why they are on Facebook. You have to go back to why do we get on Facebook? We get on Facebook to escape and to be entertained. We do not get on Facebook to play games, okay? In direct sales parties, we just don't. That is not why people are on Facebook, okay? And so the fastest way to lose them is by forcing them to do something that they didn't get on there to do, all right? Think of it like this. When you walk into a store, okay, so say you're gonna walk into the Gap and you really don't have anything in mind that you wanna buy, you're just escaping at the mall or the store or whatever, and you're just walking around and you might buy something, right? You're not against it. The last thing you want is a sales associate making conversation with you. That is so true. Now, are there a few people that love that? There are. But the majority of people want to walk around the store, look at things, touch things on their own, maybe try something on their own. They don't want to be talked to. Can I get you something? Nope, don't get me something else. I'll get it myself, right? I mean, that's the majority of women. Like, I'll find my own size. Thank you. I don't really want to tell you what size I am. I don't want to have a conversation with you, and I don't want you pressuring me into buying something. And the fact that you're even assuming that I came into this store to buy something is a little irritating in and of itself, right? I mean, that's just how we are, okay? So think about that, okay? Think about how you feel when you go into a store when the sales associate hounds you to interact with them, okay? People don't want to connect with perceived salespeople. They don't. And they definitely don't want to do it on Facebook. Okay? They want to watch you without being bugged, without being, talked to, without being asked to interact with them. They just want to watch. And so this is something that I have termed anonymous engagement. They want to engage with you if you're entertaining, but they want to do it anonymously. They want to do it without you knowing that they do it. We all do it all the time. We've termed a phrase called Facebook stalking. Facebook stalking is anonymous engagement. I want to engage with your page. I want to engage with your life, right? But I want to do it anonymously. It's the same with our parties. It's the same thing with our parties. And I said the reasons that we do this, it's our culture. The other thing is they don't trust you. Direct sales has gotten a bad rap. They've gotten a bad name. And quite frankly, way too many bad parties have been done on Facebook. And so why I am passionate about training the entire company on this is because when you have a good party, it helps me. When I have a good party, it helps you because it changes the mindset of people, right? So when they have a good experience with a unique rep, they're more likely to then have that experience with somebody else, right? Okay, so they don't trust you. That's why they don't want to engage with you. They think that if they engage with you, if they comment on your game, if they comment on how do you know the hostess, right? Or if they interact with you at all, that you're going to write their name down, message them, talk to them, assume that they're going to buy something, okay? That's how I think. That's still how I think. So they don't trust you. They don't want to let their friend down. They don't want to interact on this party and then decide they don't really want the makeup and their friend has seen them interacting on this page but they don't really want anything. So it's better to just not engage at all because they don't want to let their friend down. The other thing, we don't have time. I don't have time to play a game or to search for some Google picture and then post it in this party. I don't have time to do that, right? I do have time while I'm standing in line at Target to watch a 3-minute makeup tutorial. But I am certainly not going to play a game while I'm standing in line at Target. Okay, does that make sense? You know, the other thing too is, what also ends up happening is, if you do something like, everybody comment, how do you know the hostess? And 2 people comment, and she's invited 200 people to this party. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for the hostess. That's just awkward, right? It's like having a home party and 1 person showing up, right? You don't want to put your hostess in that situation, right? So I just don't do anything that's going to put her in an awkward and embarrassing situation, okay? Anonymous engagement is being able to engage and enter the party without any risk, without any commitment. And the only way to do this, ladies, is to have videos. You have to have videos so that she can engage with you, get to know you, see your personality, see what you think is funny, okay? See what your favorite looks are, see what your hairstyle is, whatever. It's her way of connecting with you and engaging with you. And if she continues to watch your videos throughout the party, and by the end of it, she has now felt like she's gotten to know you, that you're friends. You may not feel that way, but she does, because she's been anonymously engaging with you for the last 10 days, okay? You don't want to look at that seen by number, all right? The seen by number on those parties is stupid. I have had presenters join me. I have had people place large orders that I never see in that seen by number. So don't pay attention to that. It doesn't account at all for the people that are seeing it in their news feed. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what it does account for, but it definitely doesn't account for the people that actually see it, because I know for sure that more people see it than what's actually being shown in that number. And like I said, are there some people that like to do this type of thing? Sure. I'm going to go with what I know the majority like. And I know that the majority probably have lives like mine. And I know I don't have time to do that type of interaction. I don't trust salespeople, right? I want to be able to watch from a distance. And if I watch you long enough and you gain my trust and you perk my interest and you've entertained me, then I may trust you enough to click that link and make a purchase, okay? So that is my view as far as the middle part of the party, when people get the most frustrated because they feel like nobody's interacting. Guess what? In my parties, people are not interacting, and it's okay. You're entertaining them. Remember that. You have to get out of the mindset of party. A party means people are interacting, people are talking, people are getting to know each other. That's not how this works on Facebook. Okay, that happens once they purchase from you and you've been able to message with one another, and then you add her to your customer base group. Then she gets to know you more and the relationship starts to build and you get to talk and you get to know her, and that's when that happens. But in the party itself, I hate the word party, I wish we could change it completely. I'm doing classes now. So in the class itself, you almost want to think of it like class. When you're in a class, the teacher is the one talking and they're just receiving. Okay, and that's how it goes. All right, so anonymous engagement. That's my philosophy on the middle portion of your party. What questions can I answer for you? I may have stepped on some of your toes because I know some of you love the games. I know that you do. All right, get rid of some people. How do I explain for the hostess? I just send her a message and thank her. Say, thank you so much. I had a great week with you. Unfortunately, there weren't enough sales to receive any rewards at this time. If you've ever like to try again, let me know. And that's where I leave it. No, I'm on my 3rd or 4th party script now. You're guilty of the game, girl. Most people are. They just are. Yep, a picture collage, if you have a person in it, is not a graphic. If you're not, you are videos. You are posting videos. You are telling a story with your party script. You are posting videos. You are posting pictures that go along with your videos. That's what you're doing. Isn't each party different? No way. All of my parties are the exact same script. I should always start with what my eye makeup is. You're right, I should, because then that question just keeps getting asked and asked and asked. Yes, it's very true. The game engagers, honestly, they usually just want something free and they never purchase. Good. Videos a day. I used to do 1 video a day. I'm actually doing 2 videos a day now. Well, I will be teaching at convention. And am I still here? You all still there? Okay, I see hearts. It flashed off, so I wasn't sure. Okay, good. I will be teaching in convention about virtual parties. I hate the word party. Can we change it? Can we please change it? Because party, it gives off a connotation to something that I don't think is what we're really doing on Facebook anymore. So do I go live in parties? No, I don't. I have too many going at one time and it would just be too time consuming. The thoughts on the tag team's 30-minute party script. I have not done that. I know some girls that have, and it's gone well for them. I will be honest with you. I have a hard time committing to something. This is just where my life is right now, where I have to be somewhere in front of the computer for an hour in the evening. Even though half of the time I am anyway, but I'm usually very distracted doing other things. And for me, I haven't had to start doing the 30-minute party script because the other is working for me. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't. You absolutely should. And these concepts will translate to that. Absolutely. No matter if your party is 30 minutes or 10 days, these concepts are the same. If I'm not reaching out to people that seem interested in the party, that doesn't mean I'm not reaching out to them. If they engage with me in the party and I haven't required them to engage or pretty much forced their hand to engage, then I know that they really are interested. And I'll talk with them in the messages and we'll ask questions. I do most everything in the thread of the party. I do very few personal messages because I want other people to read them. And by doing that, other people can see my style and they know that I'm not being pushy. They know that I'm not harassing, right? So if someone wants color matching in one of my classes, I do it right there in the thread. I don't personal message because I want other people to see how easy it is. And no, she's not pressuring her to buy. She's just telling her what color she is. If they ask for, well, it depends. If they ask, like, say I'm on foundation and they want lips, I'll usually say, you are getting ahead of me. I'm going to be doing a whole day on lips on day 7. So we will get there. And then I'll usually tag her and tag whoever is asking about it. So I stick to my script because it's the only way I can stay sane. Yes, I have a script in my notes. I copy and paste it. Right now I have 11 parties going. And so it's just copy and paste from my notes. And I have all of my pictures and my videos in an album. I pretty much have my script memorized, so I know what comes next when I look at it. So it's written out. I know we're on day 3. I go to day 3 in my notes and I copy it on there. I do a video in the morning and the evening, and I usually do a picture in the afternoon. Yes, I do just focus on certain products. I focus on the products I love the most, which is what I encourage everyone to do. You sell what you love, right? You sell what you love. And I love eye pigments. I love them. Not everybody does, but my customers love them because I love them. When I asked, we're going to get to getting more parties tomorrow. I do not post from YouTube. You want to post directly to the Facebook party because the video will automatically play in their feed. They're much more likely to click a video where you're moving around and they can kind of see what you're doing and push play rather than click a link for YouTube where it's just a box with a play button. Does that make sense? You just have a much bigger chance that they're going to actually push play. Yeah, you sell what you love. You sell what you use. I'm finding that with my new format, with doing a class type style, I'm getting sales at the end. People are waiting to see the entire spiel and then they order. But I'm getting bigger orders, so that's fabulous. You know, it's funny, when I first started with Unique, my average sale was $29. And now my average sale is over $100, which means that they're purchasing other things, which is fabulous. Yeah, Splurge. I sell a lot of Splurge because I love Splurge too. I use Video Shop for my videos, and I also use iMovie. I post around 9, 2, and 8 every day. Oh, I don't order for them. Heck no, girl. No way. They order. Because it's a party link. The party link's right there for them to order. Yes, I do acknowledge purchases, and my thank yous are all pictures of me. I have pictures of myself with different products, and it just says thank you for your purchase, and I tag them in the thank you post. I just message them in the thread. I don't have anything to hide as far as cost goes. If somebody says how much is the foundation, I just write there right in the thread. It's $39. Okay, what's on my eyes? So I am wearing Feisty, Corrupted, and Heartbroken mineral pigments. That's what's on. You can tag party guests without being Facebook friends. It'll let you. Yep. Okay. Well, afternoon is not my favorite, guys. I feel like I'm not on my game, and I really need some coffee. Would you? I have not. I'll be honest with you. People do not flat out ask me prices on my main page. Have you had that a lot? I haven't had that very much. In my customer base group, they'll ask sometimes. Occasionally in a party they will, but I haven't really had people on my main page flat out ask me. But I don't feel shy about our prices. I think our prices are great, to be honest with you. So thank you. I feel like I'm going to fall over. When do I friend the purchasers? I friend people when right after they buy. And then I friend people that I'm talking to in the party. So if we're talking about something, and just, to me, it makes it easier. My notifications start showing up in their feed. But any interaction I have with a customer, I'll friend request them. And I've gotten, that's something new for me, but I've realized that as they've watched me in the parties, what's happening is they're connecting with me. They're seeing me as a friend. I'm not realizing it. So friend requesting them actually feels more awkward to me than it does to them. They feel like they already know me. So it's not an awkward thing for them at all. No, I don't friend request people in the party that don't buy or interact. I don't really have a feeling one way or the other on that. I don't want my hostesses to think that I am spamming her friends. So that's why I don't do that. Do I share my shopping link? On my main Facebook wall? No. In my customer base group, yes. Okay. I add them to my customer base group. I got to do that today, actually. About 2 weeks after we become Facebook friends. I let her watch me on my wall for about 2 weeks, and then I'll add her to my customer group. And here's the deal. Like, this is the truth. You just got to be confident in what you're putting out there. I am so confident in my party and in my customer base group that it will be an experience that they enjoy, that I don't feel bad for 1 second about them being in it. I really don't. I don't feel bad that the hostess has added them, and I don't feel bad about adding them to that group, because I think it is something that's going to bring them value, and I think that they're going to enjoy it. So the biggest thing for all of you is to get to a place where you feel so confident and so good about what you're putting out there that you can't wait to share it with other people, because you know they're going to love it, right? No, I don't do flash sales. I'm not against them. I just don't personally do them. What will I do after I max out my friends list? I don't know. I'm probably going to have to start deleting people. I delete people every day that unfortunately are unique presenters that in the beginning when I was accepting friend requests. So I'll go through and so if you were a friend of mine and you're not anymore, it's not because I don't like you. It's just because I have to make room. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to get going. I hope that this was helpful. You need to join me tomorrow. We're going to do the afternoon again tomorrow because I will be meeting with one of my team leaders tomorrow in the morning, and so I won't be able to get on here. So tomorrow, like around 1:30, I'll be home with Jack from preschool and you can watch. I hope this was helpful. Just remember, it was meant to be encouraging. Anonymous engagement is a good thing. It's a really good thing. You just have to make sure that you've got a script that will allow for that. You don't want to force engagement. Let them engage with you anonymously. And I promise you, if it's something good and you feel confident and it's something you're proud of, they will. They will. You just got to give it some time. Okay. All right. Have a fabulous day, and we'll see you tomorrow at around 1:30 Eastern Standard Time.